episode of SoCal Bob. And you could have tied me onto a barrel and threatened to throw me off Niagara Falls. I never in a million years would have guessed what I learned today. I mean, I had no idea. None. Zero. Nada. Not a clue did I have of what it really was that was making people upset. It just goes to show you, I mean, I had no idea. None. And it seems so funny to me because the very thing that I was apparently having this great trouble with was exactly the same thing that other people were doing towards me. But it was okay because it's against old Bob. So if you say something bad about Bob, go team, go. Let's take that giant down. So it's just hilarious. And I pointed it out in my summary. I said, well, you know, if Sally has a problem with Bob, but Sally goes to Father Joe, and hey, Father Joe, I'm Sally, and I got a problem with Bob. What should Father Joe do? Father Joe needs to say, hey, Sally, go talk to Bob. No, but he's so intimidating, and I don't feel comfortable talking to Bob. He may want to ask me out, or he's just so scary. Can you imagine this face being scary? So what would happen is that people would just talk, but not to me. And I think that's human nature. We all want to talk, but not talk to the person who's actually driving the boat. You know, boy, this sailor is just one rowboat short of a ship here. You know, there's all kinds of ways to put it, I guess. So I never would have guessed that, though. I mean, of all the things that I considered the last few days, I thought, what could it be? What could it be? Could it be this? Could it be that? Could it be the other? Wrong on all counts. I was absolutely wrong on all counts. It wasn't anything to do with any of those things. And it was all this mysterious, cloud-like mystery. And it turned out it wasn't mysterious at all. And the crazy thing is that the initial wave of my processing through a very difficult time in my life was like 2 years ago. And they're still talking about it. It's like, well, it's a new season. I ask you, so how do I describe this to all of the people who are going to ask me? It's a new season. You're just in a new season. And before I go into the new season, I want to make sure I've wrapped the old season up well, and I want to make sure that I do things correctly. And I don't know, I guess if you're suffering and you're in pain, you just shouldn't talk to anybody. Just mum's the word. You know, just keep your mouth shut. Because if you give people information, they apparently can take it and just go berserko. And in their berserkness, then I get in trouble. Because, well, Bob told me this happened. And of course, the people that made the decisions that we're talking about, they could just simply just say, hey, there's reasons why, and this is why, and you know. And Robert never said no. He always said yes. I pointed that out, by the way. I said, I always say yes. I've never said no. I've never said, no chance, I ain't doing that. So I said, doesn't that count? I mean, I just went round and round and round. And I wasn't going to say a word, but basically they put everything out on the table. And I already knew what was on the table. I already knew everything. Because I think the Holy Spirit is really thick upon my life, and I know. So I'm taking this seasonal change here, and I'm going to run with it and go, run like the wind bullseye. I'm going to get some much-needed sleep on Sunday morning, and It's going to be amazing. Ooh, just went to Olive Garden. It had a nice time there. So everything worked out. It all came well, came around. What time is it? Okay, it's almost time to go. Well, Lord bless you wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And pray that God would give you grace and help you to understand. I'll talk to you soon. This is Big Bob, live from Santa Anita and Doherty Road, headed south, right near Mega Vista, and going down towards Longdon, and Live Oak, La Sierra, Leroy, Anaheim, Azusa, and Cucamonga.